Alright, so I've owned my Mini Cooper for about 3 or 4 months now. And in those 3 or 4 months, it's been a blast driving the car, let alone owning the car. But with owning a vehicle that BMW makes and owns, you guys can expect that everything for a Mini is going to be pretty pricey. And that's what today's video is about, my ownership experience as a Mini Cooper owner for the past 3 or 4 months, and all the expenses I've had to make to just not even modify it, but just go ahead and replace and fix some issues that the car had when I got it. So today I'm going to be going over expenses and cost to own a Mini Cooper. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys some of the information that I was able to gather up. Okay, so in my hand I have the information that I was able to gather up, and it's pretty plain and simple. It's gas, insurance, maintenance, parts, and total amount that I've paid for. So for gas, I usually just fill up the Mini Cooper with $20. I'm gonna say every 2 weeks. So I only drive the car when I have to and when I like make videos in the car. So with $20, that's one thing that saves money on the Mini Cooper. The fact that it just takes $20 to go ahead and fill up the full, from like empty to full on a tank of gas. So that's one expense. Insurance, depending on what insurance you have and what insurance plan you get, it's gonna vary, but I typically pay around $100 monthly for insurance, so that's a big cost. And I find it that it's relatively high for just being a Mini Cooper S. But like I said, BMW, and they consider it a sports car because it's 2 doors, so whatever. Moving on to maintenance. Here's where my rant's gonna go on. I've owned the Mini Cooper for 3 or 4 months, and I've had to replace quite a few things on it. I replaced the dipstick that snapped, and I made a video about that. So if you guys want to go and check it out, go through my channel and look up that video. Okay. So I replaced that. I replaced a broken taillight that it had before I went to go take my driving test, because they would not allow me to take it if I had that busted taillight. So that's another expense. Then I went ahead and did an oil change, and then the exhaust in the car was like messed up, so I had to get that fixed. So overall, everything that I've done to like maintenance the car and all that, I've had almost about $500 worth of just work on the car, and it's pretty insane. Like it's just ridiculous. Parts as well. I've had a pretty substantial amount of parts that I've had to replace on my car, and even small parts, even the tail light that I had to replace, $100, and it's not even an OEM factory tail light; it's an aftermarket tail light. $100 just to fix it. It's ridiculous. Now imagine how much an OEM one would be. So that's really dumb. And the overall amount that I spent on the car for the few months that I've had it, $1,000 or more. That's insane. I spent over $1,000 just fixing things on this car, not even modifying, just fixing it. That's just really insane, and that's something that you have to keep in mind if you're gonna go ahead and buy a Mini. So these are just a few of my tips and like a little bit of my experience of how it's been to own the Mini Cooper for the while that I've had it. And it's kind of a pain in the ass because the car is fun to drive and everything, but to own is just such a pain, because if every little, like, if something small breaks, like even a light bulb breaks, you take it to the Mini dealership, they'll cost you like $70 just to fix them. It's ridiculous. And the Mini doesn't have the best reliability in the car market. You can easily find that online, and it's kind of annoying to have your mind, or you're always thinking like, well, like this could go wrong with my car. This is the amount I'm gonna have to pay. So if you're thinking about buying a Mini Cooper, think twice. Know what you're getting yourself into. Would be my advice, and to always have a little bit of money stored extra, especially when you're buying a car that's made by BMW. When the parts for it are gonna be pretty pricey. So yeah, this is kind of like a little bit of cost to own a Mini Cooper type of video. So if you guys like it, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Have an awesome day. Have a good one. And hit the outro.